What's going on, guys? I just want to catch you up on my current store, coming off a pretty strong weekend. Last week was the first week in over a month that I launched any new products, that I scaled anything. I was completely focused for about 5-6 weeks on my Discord and a couple other business ventures. I didn't have much time for my dropshipping store, so I kind of just left things on cruise control. Last week, I launched 5 products only, but 3 of them were winners, and I scaled very aggressively into the weekend and managed to do so with some pretty solid margins.
But I also want to show you some product categories, some niches that you need to be paying attention to right now. We have a huge holiday coming up, seasonal changes happening as we speak. This is a great opportunity to find those huge 6-7 figure winners and to get into them before anybody else. Now, before we get into those product categories and those product recommendations, I want to show you guys how things looked in my store over this past weekend.
Pulled about $13,000 profit in the last 7 days. I'm just going to take you back here, starting on, let's just go back to Saturday, see what Saturday looked like. On this day, I jumped from a $20 ad set to a $2,000, well, to a $500 CBO to a $2,000 CBO. So pumping things pretty aggressively that day and managed to pull a decent margin. 22% is not bad. Anywhere between 15 and 25%, in my opinion, is very healthy. Anything over 25 is just a bonus. It's just good, just something to be grateful for. Anything under 15%, and I start looking for things that need to be turned off. If you're running under a 15% profit margin, that generally means you're either pushing things too hard or you're running your products too long and they need to be turned off a little bit sooner. So anyways, on Saturday, my net profit was actually closer to $3,000, but my customer service team was catching up on some tickets. Processed about $500 in refunds that day, so still brought it down to about $2,500, which isn't bad. Hard to complain when you make about $2,000 a day profit. And if you're able to pull this off every day, that's 7 figures a year in profit. So let's jump in here real quick to Sunday. Sunday took a little bit of a dip in profit margin, 18%, a little bit under $2,000 net profit. Not too bad, but Monday was great. So on Monday was Labor Day. And it's a holiday. Everybody's got work off and they're kind of in a good mood. They're partying, they're barbecuing, they're spending time with family, and I guess they're more likely to spend money because I pulled a 32% margin without touching my ads. $3,000 profit on Monday, which is just fantastic for a Monday. But again, it was a holiday, so you know, it is what it is. Tuesday was okay. On Tuesday, I scaled down because I was anticipating a pretty sharp dip in performance since this is the first day people go back to work after a long weekend. So I scaled down pretty aggressively that day to anticipate that downturn, and I think it was the right move. Still pulled a 20% margin, $1,300 profit, and then on Wednesday, $2,500 profit, 30% margin. That was just like a fantastic day, to be honest. Today, I launched some new stuff, and let's see where we're at today. So a little bit of a low margin, but it's only noon on my ad account right now, and generally, my ad account performance improves as the day goes on. So I would expect this to finish again around 20 to 25% as things start to stabilize. So that's what's going on with me, guys. Hopefully this weekend I can scale up again. In fact, I actually found 2 new winners this week that I plan on scaling. I actually started scaling them today, and I want to, hopefully if they do well today, I can get very aggressive going into the weekend. So hopefully next week I'll have some even better numbers for you. Now let's take a look at those product categories that I wanted to talk to you about, because this is the kind of stuff that you need to be testing right now. Like this week, you should be testing these products. First category I want to talk about with you guys is Halloween. Halloween's way bigger than anybody realizes. I've seen people hit 7-figure products during Halloween time and time again, year after year, and it's usually the same products over and over again. Now, if you can find a new one, that's even better. The margins will be great because there's less competition. You get any of these older products, and there's always people that are waiting to hit those products again every year, which isn't a bad strategy, guys. If you know a product crushed it last year during Halloween, there's a pretty good chance it's going to do it again this year. So here's a product that I would consider testing. Trick or Treat is huge in the US and in some other countries. Again, we test Halloween products worldwide, so there is no limitation here. Yes, some countries don't celebrate it, but Facebook has a Halloween interest in their targeting center. Okay, you can actually target Halloween, and if somebody's in the Halloween interest group, then they are celebrating Halloween. It's just the way it is. It doesn't matter what country they're from. If they're in that interest group,
then they might be interested in these types of products. So trick or treat is huge, some unique style. They're like a cloth bag. Usually they're kind of like hard and plastic or whatever. This is just kind of a unique style, and I think these could do quite well. You could even offer bundles for these as well. Next up, we got this hideous, giant, ugly spider. This is a past winner, a huge 7-figure winner. These are the kinds of things that we like looking for. People will buy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these and put them in their yard. These are absolutely great products. Again, this is going to be a super high competition product, but you might be able to get some sales on it if you wanted to try. And then, you've got things like masks and costumes. These masks have been big winners in the past, and obviously they could sell again. So these are the kinds of things you should be looking for. Take some time, look at the Halloween products on AliExpress, even on Temu, and try to find some unique stuff that other people might not be testing. Think outside the box. Maybe find something that's similar to a past winner, but a little bit different. Maybe it's got a slight edge on it, or just because it's a little bit different, you might have less competition. So go ahead and dive into this product category. It can be absolutely insane for you guys. I really love selling products during this time of year. Now, some other product categories for you guys to consider during this time are related to the seasonal change. Days are getting shorter, the weather's getting colder. What does that mean for people in their lifestyle? What does that mean in their day-to-day? That means they need warmer clothes, hoodies, jackets, sweaters, cardigans, hats, fuzzy slippers to wear around the house because their feet are cold. As the days get shorter, people need outside lighting more. So they might need lights for their patio or solar lights for their driveway. These types of things come back every fall and winter. Another thing to consider is that as the days get shorter and the weather gets colder, people spend more time inside. The more time people spend inside, the more time they spend looking at the inside of their house, the more likely they are to be interested in home decor products. This is peak home decor season here, guys. At least we're coming into it as we enter into the winter season. So these are the categories that I'd be focusing on right now: Halloween, home decor, cold weather clothing. Another thing to consider with the changing season is that people will need to adapt as they're participating in outdoor sports, whether it's, cycling or running. They've been running in shorts or cycling in shorts and t-shirts throughout the summer season. And now it's getting colder out in the mornings. They got to get up before work, and it's 40 or 50 degrees instead of 70 or 80. And they need warmer clothes. They need hats to wear. More things to consider as the days start to get colder. So these seasonal changes affect everything. And the more that you can capitalize on that, the more you're going to be able to beat your competition to the punch, to find those new winners and get that momentum going into winter before everybody else. So make sure you're thinking about all this stuff. How does the season affect the types of things that people are buying? All right, guys, that's it for today. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. If you got a second, drop a like and a comment, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that you guys do that. And if you have any questions for me, you can leave it in the comment section, or even join my Discord and you can ask me directly in there, and I'll do my best to get back to you. See you guys in the next video.